Alright, welcome back, Grifters, to some more Griftlands. I loaded in, and I swear this is not the screen that we were on when I ended the last episode. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm not so sure what happened here, and so maybe it's been about 24 hours since I played, and yeah, we'll see where this takes us. Weep pulls you aside. This is just after we betrayed and murdered our allied bounty hunter, and I have a feeling that Veep here might not like that. Let's see what he's got about to say here. That's been a blast, but I have to get going now. Okay. He's seeing you, and he leaves. That's it. Alright. So we had him for that big fight. I think that, looking back, hiring him was probably the right call. He's been very helpful. Maybe, I mean, we've been dominating in both negotiations and battles, so maybe we didn't need them, but look at the money we have. Maybe I need to spend more money on stuff, I think. We are going to be paid a buttload of money here as well. So, yeah. You're back. What brings you back? Claim your bounty. I tracked down Keejchen. Where is he now? Dead. Good enough. Get paid 100 shills. Pick a craft reward. Alright, I think we already have 3 negotiation crafts. So let's get a battle craft. Absolutely. There's 2 of them here. Recycler. The first time you expend a card each turn, draw a card. Oh. Robustify. Gain 10 max health. Oh. Just for good result, good measure here. Common negotiation. Give Malin buffer. Gain 6 max result. No. The recycler looks interesting. The first time you expend a card, which is honestly not something we do a whole lot, but I mean, we will do it a little bit at least. 1, expend. Oh, there's some, and we do need more draws. Expend there and here. Alright, we get one in the first round guaranteed, which is quite nice then, and then the footwork. Overall, it's going to be a good thing, compared to 10 extra health, which we already have boosted our health, so there's some like diminishing returns on this. I'll get the recycler, sounds good. You can get 30 shields now, but it's fine. Yeah, new craft. Alright, done. So, can we talk to you? We can gift her shields to then get authorization. Once a day, you can ask a nearby member of the Admiralty to help you in battle or negotiation. That might be worth the money, because that costs about 40 to 30 money every time you want to do it. Interesting. I think I'm gonna click that button. I've never bought, like, a social boon. Let's get it. A little extra for the Admiralty. You're alright, you know that? Thanks, I'll remember that. Kappa loves you, and there's other benefits to being loved by people, like random events, and they help in battles and stuff like that, so I think this is actually a really good move. Alright. Done. Hello, Saul. You returned. Hello again. Alright. Open map. Now it's nighttime. Oh, and so then the roadside market here is open, and we can still go to this Rise outpost. Merchants have gathered here at the market stall. Let's go and buy stuff, because we have money up the wazoo. Yes, this is the one I remember. So, you are the graft merchant, I think? Add more graft slots. I can drill you a new... Oh, that sounds nasty. Okay. Hopefully like in the metal arm or something. It's going to hurt like hell. Okay. Alright. Add a negotiation craft slot. Oh, we lose 15 HP for doing this. Is that so? Nothing comes for cheap in this game. That's a lot of HP, I find. But I betcha... I wonder what happens if I get a new negotiation craft. I bet I would have to discard one, so I feel like I should add a slot. I would prefer getting an extra battlecraft, but then if we don't fill the slots, it seems really stupid, right? You could also think like this, if any of these would be like easy to replace or not good enough to keep for that reason, overwriting them later wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the Shuffle Now deck, we are building around that, and it's about to level. It's going to go up to 4 damage, which is quite nice. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card. This is just 1 extra mana per turn, basically. Yeah, I've started thinking about it as mana, which is basically what you get in like Slay the Spire or whatever. So in this game it's called actions, but it's basically mana. Go 1 extra card per turn. They are all really good. I might just get another negotiation graft slot then. We don't have access to this merchant that much, as we've seen, and we have learned that it's probably, we're 20% through the game at this point. Probably going to be 40% through on day 3, so it might be 5 or 6 days. Right, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities to get new grafts, I think. I'm going to get the extra negotiation graft slot. 15 HP. Oh, not maximum HP. Ah, there's a difference here. I thought it would be like maximum HP. Okay. That's not as bad then. What can we buy? There's a 201, there's a 301. Ocular Surrogate. At the start of your turn, deal 4 damage to a random enemy argument every turn. Whoa. Oh, hang under. And this is the unupgraded version, right? You need to use it a certain amount of time to then upgrade it. I can't right click here or anything. We can get the hang under. Whenever you play a slurred speech, which is the one you get from alcohol, you restore 3 resolve. Huh. That's funny. Not really worth it. Shrieker. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all enemy arguments. Now that is something. That is really good. Although sometimes damaging an enemy argument could be like a negative thing. And also that'll be the same in the Ocular Surrogate though, right? It deals random damage. Alright. And the Battlecraft? Predictive Brawling. Gain 1 combo at the beginning of your turn. Yeah, see, this is something we could definitely use. For 100, I might just add it in. Just to have it. You know, just so we have it, you know. And Skeletal Suspension. At the end of your turn, gain defense equal to half of your combo. Oh, so now you can combo with combo. Gain defense at the equal to half of your combo. So then it's all about just building combo, combo, combo. And then you defend yourself for free. And you lose half of your combo when you take damage. So if you can get away with never taking damage and never spending a finisher, you can just keep building it. Wretched Jar. Whenever you draw 6 or more cards in a single turn, play a random card in your hand with a random target. That is not worth 300 money. Whenever you draw 6 more cards in a single, I mean, we would probably get that. Draw 6 or more cards. Oh, we draw. I wonder if it's counting the initial draw. That's what I'm thinking. We are already drawing 5 cards at the start of every turn. So if you just need to draw 1 extra card, that's easy to get then. And then now, it's good. Interesting. I love these grafts. They are amazing. Let me think. Whenever you break defense with an attack, apply 2 bleed and gain 4 defense. This one is not amazing. Like, it's good, but it's not amazing. The Buster. This is something that could be replaced. I think filling this slot with a chi thing would be decent. The one that builds combo is really nice. We have some stuff that builds uses combo. We have one that builds 1 here. Gain 1 counter per combo. Improvise an attack from gain 2 combo. And gain counter whenever you gain defense. So if you have that one that gives you defense at the end of the turn, you gain counter for sure every turn. All counters lost though. You can't accumulate that. We don't have a lot that spends combo other than that. So we'll be more inclined to get the Skeletal Suspension. Like, this is a really good one. That just makes it so that I can justify always getting combo cards. Let me just check. Oh, right, still hates me. Knew we'd see you again. Nothing quite as thrilling. It's a taste of your own blood in your mouth. I can think of a few things. Remove a battle card, but she takes everything, or extra for different things here. Sino Trainer, though. Discard a card, double the damage on a random card in your hand this turn. This is not good. A random card, no. Finisher. Gain 2 combo. Now gain 2 defense per combo. Regain your spent combo next turn. Oh, see, now this We're not paying extra money, of obviously. Spare blades, unplayable. If this is discarded, insert a blade flash into your hand. Alright. Very cool. Over here we have a vendor endo. The Bell of Hesh has room to shelter all for a price. We can remove a negotiation card, or we can buy more cards. Yeah, there's the recall. We have all of these cards, or have had access to all of them. I think this one we don't own. Hard facts apply 2 composure to a random argument, increased by 1 for each conflict. We don't have this one either, I suppose. We don't need to work on our negotiation skills. What do we have here? Oh, we can sell Hexbury here, or heal it. Upgrade Hexbury. What? Makes it stronger in battle, but does not train it. Let's upgrade Hexbury. This would put me below 200 shields. So it's either that or the graft. But Hexbury... let's upgrade Hexbury. That's what I want to do. Can you improve Hexbury at all? Yeah, I think I can. Prologue of the Beast takes Hexbury aside and leaves her behind a curtain. You try not to listen as Prologue of the Beast gets to work. Finally they emerge. Oh, look at that! No way, this got armor on. This looks awesome. So now it has more health and probably does more damage. And we went down to 191. Okay, so I spent some money here. Let's not overspend. You never know if there's a random encounter or something. Speaking of, the road ahead is blocked by a group of Admiralty officers. Hold it, there's a road toll. Toll road. It is? Since when? Since the ink spitters of the headquarters said so. The toll is 50 shields. Alright. If I do this one, Dana will dislike you. If I do this one, there's no penalty. So again, I think I need to train my combat skills, right? So it's kind of bad that we never fight. Can I see what we get here? Admiralty Requisition. Draw 3 cards, destroy after use. Not really something I want either. But we don't need more people to hate me. I'm just gonna try to convince her. Do I look like I'm made of shields? You wanna use the road, you gotta pay. Doesn't matter what you look like, I'm not prejudiced. What if I don't want to use the road? What is that thing? So it didn't get better in negotiations. And it did say that it would get better in specifically... what am I going at? Battle. Alright. But Hexbury is attacking for us, it's quite nice. Pale Mind is free. Play it. Yeah, draw a card, play it with a random target. Play it with a random target. Unstable. Expend. Oh, we draw a card. We improvise a card, I guess. And then play it with a random target. We do one card, and this one enabled me to then improvise. That's what's happening. We drew the Diplomatic Instincts and played it immediately. Right. And we want the complement then. To build the influence. Oh, it's here. Okay, so we played the other one with a random target, and I mean, that's just getting a card. We improvise. And then we complement her. Good. Know-it-all is really nice here. We do need some defense. Can we get any? Yes, we can get here, and there, and there. Calm will give me XP on this card. It's taking 1 resolve damage, which I don't want, so I will play the wide deflection as well. It was also free. And then know-it-all, we need to level that one, I think. Oh, we still have enough of the initial rapport. Alright, play all the things. End turn. She gave me an argument and made one for herself. Bounty. Planted evidence. When this argument is destroyed, deal 4 to Sal's core argument, but she's not even attacking it. It's fine. And interrogate. Target an opponent argument each turn for 2 to 5 damage. Alright. So we've got what 2 to 5 coming in up here and 5 on the smarts. Gain an extra action at the start of your turn that reduce smarts by 1. Alright, not a big deal. This is actually this one we don't care about. It's gonna go away in 2 turns anyway, so we can use it to tank. This one up here might get destroyed, but it's a low chance. Alright. In essence, we want to level our cards mostly. Backpedal. Do we have the recall in hand? No. Rise Manifesto. Opponents gain 5 Indoctrination. Indoctrination when destroyed, gain 1 dominance per stack. At the end of each turn, gain 1 influence. And reduce this argument by 1. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing to level. Spend 2 influence to gain more actions. I think we can spend that. We can also brainstorm into more cards. So let's do this. Gain 3 actions. How much influence do we have? 4. And let's start by drawing 1 card here. We go for this one. Sure. Draw a card again. We still have the Visionary Wind in here. Yes. This one we want to draw. If we can. Brain Gills won't do anything to anything right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I play the Brainstorm, we will exactly have 10. Good. We gain boosted recall. Oh, then when I play this one, we will be drawing 2 cards, which will give us 1 too many in hand. So let's go Tall Plead first, then boosted recall. Draw 2 new cards. Visionary Wind will give us a ton of new actions then. 3. Okay, only 3, because we have all of the cards in hand, not in and we are thinning our deck. Interesting. But we can throw more. We would need to precisely throw 3 more into this card to get 1 extra action, which is gonna be hard. Yeah, let's just play the Visionary Wind. Oh, handful, okay. Whoops. Okay, spend 1 extra influence here. Can we build some influence? Improvise a card. Ah, here's the Visionary of the Brain Gills onto the Calm for the XP. Still no influence gain, I think. We have 2 spending cards, but no way to refill it. So we will always be able to spend 1 in here. That's fine. And we are about to win. Let's. Did we already plead? We did. Improvise. Boosted pedal, maybe. To just expend this thing here that we are not gonna play in this matchup. Then I'm still trying to draw more cards that we can level. The Know-It-All, for example, might as well try to get it. Improvise. Gain 2 bonus actions next turn. Expend that. Draw cards. Don't Brainstorm. Do we have any free cards in hand? No. Okay, so we can draw 3, but let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would have to discard 1 of those that we draw, which could mean that we don't get to use it, right? We can complement here to build some influence. That didn't seem to work. Oh, it's here, right. And then we draw a card, okay. We don't want to do any more, no. Next time we should be able to... Oh, we will win. Ah. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, so we do get to do the Know-It-All, leveling that one. And the Calm. And then Murder. Or Finish, I should say. Oh, this one would have given me something, I think. Oh, too bad. We got a new raft. Upgrade, right? For 2 of them. Pocket Bomb. There's only 1 choice. Install now. Interior drill. This one went up to 4 damage. Here we are going from reduce the cost of one of a random card in your hand by 1, and then by 2 instead until played. Alright. Nice. Negotiation upgrade available. The know-it-all can go into 4 smarts, which is extra actions and 1 vulnerability, and we can get rid of the vulnerability. I'm gonna get rid of the vulnerability. Pick a negotiation card. Drain resolve. Target argument loses 2 resolve. You gain 2 resolve. Expend. So now we get a healing card into the resolve deck, which I think, or the negotiation deck, which I think is a good addition. We don't have anything that does that except those that destroy permanently, and we might have used that already. But this one will allow me to continually keep my resolve high. What if I just stepped a little over there, off the path, and into the trees? What, in the brush? There's bugs and stuff in there. Terrifying. Will I have to pay the toll then? I suppose if I can't see you, then I never really crossed. Then you never really crossed, yeah. And it saves me some paperwork besides. Dano looks the other way while you slink into the trees. You travel through the brush for a spell before coming back onto the main road. You check yourself over and find a cute cuddle beetle trying to lay its egg inside the cuff of your sleeve. Ah. You wipe the slime out as the best as you can and keep going. Alright. Let's go home. Patron Del here likes me, but he will become neutral, or dislikes me, but he will become neutral if I buy him a drink. I'm seriously thinking that this might be worth doing just for that. 45 shills for having him not dislike me. Yes. You order drinks for both of you. Del greedily accepts. Nothing like Havarian Swill. Gain 1 resolve, and then he's indifferent. That's the important part. And we gain slurred speech and tipsy. We can sustain that in negotiations. It's not a problem. Then we can do it again, and he will like me. I wonder if I can make people love me by buying them enough drinks. This is something to be testing later. Now I don't want to do it again. Maybe that would have been better then. But it's all good. Do you have anything to say to me? Not really? Alright, fish. And pull up a seat. That stew is not too soggy. How did it go? You and Nadan get all riled up by your hatred for the Admiralty? Mostly he just seems like an opportunist to me. Yeah? Well, then I'm glad you found each other. There's opportunities aplenty for a crook like him and an arm like yours. It's getting late. Anything you need before turning in? What do we have for cards in here? We can get the brain gills again, I see. Those were a nice addition at the start of the game, but at some point might we want to get destroyed? Not sure why we would. We can use it to level new cards all the time. It's just keeping my negotiations at the top of the game, and it replenishes anyway, and it's an expend which we combo with, so yeah. Okay. Go to your room, I suppose. We can get a bit of healing, which is otherwise hard to get for 22 shills, yeah. And then we gain bloated, which is not a big deal, but it is a deal. Battle is not what we have the best in. I'll just pop into my room, fine. Call Hixbury. Anything new here? No, but let's pet him. Hey, adorable. Alright, good enough. Leave. Oh, wait, what? Rest in the back. Time to hit the sack. Say, someone came in looking for you earlier. They didn't look friendly. Maybe sleep with one eye open tonight, okay. Ask about the stranger. Asking after me? What do they want? Said they wanted to hire you, but if you ask me, they look like trouble. Like everyone else in this rotten town. I was pointing that out. I sent them packing, said you were out on the road and wouldn't be back for days. Still, I've got blades under the bar if we need them. Ask about fish. Wish I'd been here sooner yesterday. Would have liked to seen you give Cashew a walloping. You mean get walloped by Cashew, more like. I ain't as young as I used to be, Sal. You've been gone a long time. And Cashew, well, she could have laid me out in your youth out in our youth all the same. Should I be worried? You were the one who taught me how to fight. What? You rewriting history? Cashew taught you too. You know her moves better than she knows yours. You got this. Huh. But remind me later to teach you a different way to throw a punch. I taught you when you were little, of course, but now I'm feeling it now. Maybe that technique wasn't so good for longevity. I don't really expect to make it your age anyway. You hasn't better. Head to bed. I'll take my chances. Fish steps aside and you head to down to your room for the night. Alright. Are we at 35 minutes already? No, 25. Okay, we can go. Keep going. Something's not right. In the dim light, some of the shadows look darker than usual. Who's there? Oh, jeez. Okay. Jake's assassin. Like all well-trained assassins, Sin leaps before you look. Okay. A figure steps out of the shadows, heavily armed. If it thinks like an assassin and slinks like an assassin. This would have been easier if you'd gone to sleep, Hunter. Not too late to shut your eyes if you prefer. This is self-defense. Advantage. You have the first strike and a bonus action on the first turn. Isolated. You are in an isolated location. You can get away with murder here. No escape. You cannot run from this fight once you start. That's do or die. I want to get in a fight. If we keep negotiating out of everything, we will never be able to fight anyone. I want to fight. Defend yourself. This guy invaded my privacy. Oh, but he's got 115 health. Insane. Sharpened blade. Insert a bleed card into your draw pile whenever Sun deals damage to you, but he's not attacking me. Okay, I might have underestimated this guy. Or gotten cocky. Alright. Fun stuff. Whale Grafts. First time you expend a card each turn, draw a card, right? Yeah. We're definitely doing the Silent Steel, but let me look here. We can gain 2 power for this combat. That might be really good here. Defensive Surge. Gain 2 defense. Increase for 2. Can we play this? No, this is for me, I think. I need to apply defense is something different. Yeah, so we can apply that to Hixbury is what I'm thinking. But if I impair him, I'm gonna use the spicy noodles. Let's not hold back on our resources here. Then we apply 1 impair, which means that now Hixbury takes less damage. Hixbury has armored. Gain 4 defense at the end of every turn. Oh, is that so? So she's already not taking damage, as far as I can tell. But, okay, she's taking 1, and I can heal her for 4. Here we can gain 3 temporary power. Would be nice if I could get rid of that debuff then, but I can't. Then, specialty, improvise an attack from your draw pile, gain 2 combo. I want to draw a card, I think. Here's the Pale Spines, let's get that online. And then I'm doing the Quadeshi Feint onto Hixbury. For the healing and also taking no damage on her. Right. And I wasn't sure she would gain the defense before Sun's attack or after Sun's attack, but now we know. So now Sun is attacking me and will keep me bleed. 6 damage incoming and 10 on Sun from Hixbury. Hixbury is so good. Very, very good. We got the bloated in here. We are about to take a hit that we don't want or need to take. Oh, I can use Visionary Footwork on the bloated. Gives me a bunch of extra cards and extra actions because it was an expensive card. Interesting. Alright. We get rid of the Tipsy is a battle card. I thought that was a negotiation thing. Okay. So 4. It's not that bad. Where else can I get a bit of defense? We have the carapace things here that we could use. And we might wanna. I'm always being too stingy with my resources. Let's spend a carapace here and then go all out on her. 5 wound. We got 3 more actions. Let's do the combo dagger here. Spend 2 combo, deals 2 bonus damage and hits all enemies instead, or attack twice. This one will deal 4 and then 4 and gain 2 combo. Yes, please. Combo. We should have 1 counter. We have 1 counter, yes. Alright. Strike of Clarity will thin the deck permanently. Let me do the wind up here first and then do some math. I think we are gonna do it. No, let's get rid of the tipsy. I feel confident in this fight here. We're already halfway. Almost. She's buffing. I'm being buffed by Yod Hixbury. Interesting. Like, this upgrade on her was so strong. Both more damage and more base health and extra armor every turn. And now she's buffing me too, which is a new thing. Alright. Let's get the spines up and running. Let's level some of our attacks here. The wind up then. Yeah. Good enough. +2 counter from Hixbury, is that it? Yeah, okay, but we weren't attacked. And so she's going for Hixbury for 6 damage is nothing, and she's getting 4 armor first. He literally does nothing. Alright, good. Here's the one that removes debuffs, but we don't have any debuff, no. Promoted, dirty fighting, anything that we need to level. The Crusher would be nice to level, but we can't. Discard up to 2 cards, gain 1 temporary power for each card. If we can improvise while this is in hand, we get stuff. Yes. And we can draw 2 cards here, discard 2 cards, or just gain power. So now this one became cheaper, but we can't pay for it this turn. Gain 1 temporary card power for each card discarded. Oh, look here. 2 cards discarded. This one and the power. Confirm. Then remove a random debuff off of ourselves. Now it's permanent power. And we healed. Yeah. Then now Hixbury will take damage. I could have avoided that. I was I wanted to do the combo, but now I realize that was probably not necessary. Hixbury got bleed this time. Okay. Interesting. I didn't see here. It says that beginners will take damage equal to... No, this one here. Insert a bleed card into your draw pile whenever Sun deals damage to you. Right? So, since Hixbury cannot get cards, I thought it wouldn't get bleed. So, there we go. Learn something new again. This is a card we want to level, but not right now. We want to play it later, if anything. I'm taking 3 and 5. If we want to try the defensive surge here, we can, absolutely, not a problem. So draw a card first. Gain 1 combo. I'm gonna probably do the makeshift dagger here to boost the defense incoming here more. Yes. So let's try this. I got hit back. Not sure what. We kept the card. Perfect. Then gain 1 combo from this rival strike. Oh, we take 1 damage when we play an item card still? New relationships. Hate you. Oh, we didn't get rid of Rondra. I thought we killed you earlier, but no, that's why I took 1 damage here. Right. Okay, let me gain 8 defense then. That's all the defense we need, and that gives me 2 counter. Good stuff. Counter attack. Alright, I think we will be able to execute this later when we end the combat anyway, so there's no need to rush it. She's buffing herself. Let's just get rid of this bloated thing. And play the specialty, because then I get to level it. We would also like to see now the Crusher. We should try to get that going. But let's level this one right now. Choose 1 card to improvise into. I suppose we'll take the wind up that's already leveled, so we get to discard that. We have more actions. He goes defend. Alright. And what? Counter. Oh, she gained counter. 2 piercing damage. Aha! She's doing piercing damage now. So we cannot defend Hexbury against this. But we could, I think. She needs 9 more damage to go into surrender. And she only has 6 defend. That's 15. So if I do 5, then the battle is over. Let me try to level some stuff first. 1 and 1 XP. Where's the Crusher? Costs 3. We will never be able to play that card. Yeah, no, we won't get it here. Too bad. Alright, so let's just level up the wind up and the stab. Oh, she had the counter, right. Let me play defense on myself first then. Oh, I already had defense, so we didn't take any damage apparently. Good, and she's dead. Collect money. We got Sun's Razor. All of your attacks apply 1 bleed while this card is in your hand. Unplayable. Oh, nice. Battle upgrades available. Stab, wind up, and wind up. We need more draws and we need more actions. These are the main things in combat. We are limited by a lot by actions and also that we are running out of cards in hand. So let's see if we can get more of that. But destroying this one won't necessarily help with that. But it will thin the deck. I think I'm gonna get that. And then we'll try to get some more good cards in. Wind up for the rest of the battle. Or by 4 here. What's the difference? Higher base damage. No, this one will boost the damage of the card permanently when we discard it. Trying to get more discard mechanic going, and it's going to be the same here. Let's try building that now. We get to pick a negotiation card from this. Okay. Let's start with the battle that we are in that right now. And this is a rare card. Alright. So, ability, whenever you play a card, gain 1 defense. Oh, that combos insanely with the other thing that we have. The spines. Whenever you play a card, so then you basically, for every card you play, you gain 1 defense and then 2 counter if we have all the abilities online. We need more actions though. For the rest of the turn, gain counter equal to half of any attack damage you deal. No, this is not worth it when we already are building a lot of counter. Shoulder roll, gain 2 defense per combo. You regain your spent combo next turn. That's also really good. I'm gonna get the boulder stance though. Really cool card. We need more actions, but hopefully we can get that into the card deck soon. So we get a rare, rare, and uncommon. Let's see here. Caprice. Improvise 1 random hostility card. It costs 1 less until played. 1 random hostility card. Okay, from any type. I see. Appeal to reason. High damage for 3 action cost. Okay. Cost 1 less for each influence you have. Lose 1 influence. Oh. So it's not a high cost card. It's gonna be a free card most of the time. Well, at low cost. Or another know-it-all. I'm honestly thinking that the Capricia is gonna be the better one. In most cases. Like this is, well you get 1 and then you get 1 discount on the card. So no. This one is comboing with what we've already got going. It deals high. It's gonna be dealing 6 damage if you play with influence in your hand or on your arguments already, right? So and then you lose 1 influence, which we are used to. So it's not gonna... It's only good when I have 3 or more influence. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad. Because if I have to play an action for it, then we have other cards that do like insane damage by paying 1 influence. That's actually very true. So now I'm thinking know-it-all with more smarts, which means more actions in the negotiation deck. We already have a lot of that. It's also an argument with 6 resolve, which is really nice. And then we could keep it going continually, but we almost already can. We don't need another know-it-all. In fact, it might just fill in the deck. And give me vulnerability, which is not that great. I don't want any of these cards. I guess the Caprice is nice because it gives us a choice between 3, and then it expands, which we combo with. It levels into 2 random hostility cards. They cost 1 less, but it becomes more expensive. Or boosted Caprice 1 random upgraded. Appeal to Reason will become cheaper as a base or deal more damage as a base. Well, 8 is nice. Yeah, okay, let's get the Appeal to Reason. We are the influencer, apparently. That's kind of interesting because people are calling me an influencer, even though I try not to identify myself as one. But in this game, apparently I am. Alright, Sin is the assassin that we got to kill. Lies dead at your feet. Fish charges into the room, moving spryly for a Kardeshi her age. That's the stranger I told you about. You alright, kid? Cashew sent them. Typical Cashew, leaving others to clean up her mess. It takes you both a while to deal with the mess, but when you are done, it's cleaner than it was to start. There. Complimentary house cleaning. Now you should sleep soundly in theory. Fish stands guard by your door for the rest of the night, leaving you to catch up on your shut-eye. Pick a grab reward. Alright, we're just getting handed stuff. A lot of... So this was a boss, I suppose. We get like a boss at the end of every day, I suppose. Or like 1 per day-ish. Which is cool. So, roll a drum. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. All hostility cards deal less damage. And that's nice. This is actually really good. This is combos perfectly with what we're doing. Then we have Coactive Orb Slug. Whenever you gain influence, deal 2 to a random enemy argument. And I'm currently liking the roller drum more. We don't have a lot of hostility. Do we have any hostility cards remaining? We have 1 Mirrored Threat, which then deals half damage. Which is kind of bad. Whenever you draw a status card, draw a card. No, this is not good. So it's either one of these 2. This is free damage. Every once in a while. Let me check. We are always playing the influence cards because I want to build as much of that as I can, and we want to try to get more of that, by the way, because we're spending a lot. So 1, 2 influence gaining cards. Is that it? Whoa. We need to get more influence gain. But in short, the roller drum is just really good. The 1 card that that hostility card, we're not even playing that on most cycles of the deck. So let's just get rid of it here. And we can expend that with the back pedal. Right? Now, you spend time slapping together some makeshift security. If anyone comes through the windows now, you'll know about it. Your bet calls to you. Cashew always seemed larger than life, and while you sleep, you feel the shadow of her influence pressing down on you. Go to sleep. And I forget to heal at the end of the day, so I paid for healing again. And it's silly. New loved, new liked, new disliked, and new hated. Alright, we're balancing it perfectly among these. 13 new negotiation cards, 14 new battle cards, but we're getting a lot of items for murdering people, and 5 new grafts. Alright. When you wake up, you almost think the grog is beginning to look homey, if you hadn't almost been murdered in it. You find Fish by the bar, rigging the bar top to snap with electricity. She turns off the current as you approach. You know customers drink at this bar, right? Customers ain't got nothing to worry about, but no more assassins on my watch, that's a guarantee. This'll take a while to set up, so why don't you go bother Nadan to see if you can get closer to Cassio. I have a job for you later if you're interested. She turns back to her bar and flips the switch. Clearly you've been dismissed. Alright, and that's the end of this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed. That was an interesting little fight. I feel like we're still ahead of the curve, which is really nice to see. And I hope that we can find Cashew and kill her in the first run. I think there's a way to like make, like in the Slay the Spire, you can turn up the difficulty as you complete the game. So in essence, as far as I understand, we are currently playing on the lowest possible difficulty. And we will be cranking it up as we go through this game. Because I'm probably going to be playing quite a few runs in this. I see myself doing that a lot. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode. And bye bye.